so we can get levels. Let me know when you're gonna get levels, and I will kill the music. I'm doing pre-show music, you know? Haha. Dang it, John. Not TJ. Ooh. Yo, I'll tell you what I want, what I really, really want. Yo, my name is Matt, and I'm here to say I like to rap in a wholesome way.
We like that.
My bad. I still had you all muted from raid night. So let's do this again.
Okay. Now let's start it up. All right, ready? All right. This is John talking from his normal volume, location, and microphone.
This
Matt?
is Matt talking how I normally talk.
Sunday, Monday, happy days, Tuesday.
Wednesday, happy days. Thursday, Friday, happy days.
I was going to sing it, but I didn't want to sing it because I wanted to make sure we had Mike.
Saturday.
Right.
What a day.
What a day.
My microphone.
Michael phone?
My wife is still asking about J-Date.
Your wife.
Your wife.
Comedy.
Comedy.
You guys remember that movie Borat? Funniest shit I've
Yeah.
ever seen.
Oh my god, yeah. Do you guys remember that movie Borat? Funniest shit I've ever seen.
More like bored
He
at.
was this pickle that called himself Pickle Rick.
The funniest shit I've ever seen.
Pickle Borat.
My wife asked me not to do J-Date.
She's
I'm
not
not.
the boss of you.
Kind of is.
Okay. Fine.
Get it? Oh, well, the old
Wives.
ball and chain. Aha. I hate my wife. Father, I cannot click the book.
I cannot click the book.
Fucking A, dude. That's like what all humor was. I'm getting the doc set up because we haven't used it in like...
Humor.
Year.
More like
What we did you
boomer.
in last week?
Don't you shut the door on me.
Fucking signing up for a dating website and then loudly saying I hate my life.
Oh my god. My wife.
Well, she's lucky that J-Date costs money. So it's as far as I got was opening up the website.
Also, I think dating is illegal right now.
That's true, honestly. I don't know what people that are in the dating world are doing.
I
Doesn't
wonder
really
what
hold
like
up.
Tinder as a company is doing right now. If they're just like, well, fuck.
I gotta find like
Guys, of course
my
J-Date
legs.
costs money. You know what kind of people use J-Date? Single
views-
people.
The views expressed by Southern Man Spanky are not the views.
Southern man.
Southern
Florida
man,
man.
don't need us around anyhow.
I'm actually thinking more along the lines of those long man commercials from Japan. Long man.
Oh yeah, I've seen those. They're like stretchy taffy thing.
Yeah, Spanky has no clue what we're talking about, but you need to see the long man commercials. It's great.
Yeah.
Long man?
Just go on YouTube and you find a video that has like all of them put together. and just
Yes,
I'm an
because it's,
marvel
asexual.
at it.
it's fine. There's undertones, but they're not real.
Mm-hmm.
There's overtones.
Under
Do you guys remember-
automatones.
Is there Mighty Mighty Boss tones?
Yes.
That's the impression I get.
There's tone loc.
2-tone low.
There we go.
All right, I got some
That's-
good Reddit ships for this week.
More
Oh,
like
I should
Reddit
like stop.
shits.
No, I agree with that one.
Hey!
Do you have the thing we need, the Rona update?
Do you want the
Rona.
sound?
Yeah, the music, so we can do our Rona update.
Okay, let me just. Where did I put that? There it is.
Ooh, I
Which
gotta
one's
close
best?
JD.
This one?
Yeah, that's
Yep,
the one. Yeah.
that's one. You want to start with that?
No. Actually, I don't. Is there any like news about that?
Everyone's dying. It killed more people than 9/11. Do you want to
I mean,
start
the big
off our
one is the
comedy
fact
podcast with that?
Let's do it. All right. Ready?
9/11, am I right, guys?
With that, let's start the podcast. Okay, not the music. Come on. I'm gonna introduce myself. All right, here we go. Welcome to Born in the 80s. I'm your host, John Danger, joined by my co-hosts.
Matt, social isolation hag.
TJ, this is episode 386, which is the same amount of Pokemon in Gen 3 May.
And Spanky works on J-Date, but just Spanky on the podcast.
Works.
Unfortunately, this is 387, so you're gonna have to come up with another Pokemon.
Oh, come on.
It's 386, isn't it? No, it's 387 because we did 386 last week. I just haven't put it out yet because it's being edited and it will be out tomorrow. But that'll be a week ago if you're listening to this now.
So just cut that out and put that into the
Yep.
podcast that you haven't
Hang on,
finished
I'll just say the
editing
number 7, and you guys have to edit 7 over my 386.
yet. All right.
And then everyone can talk about how bad I am with knowing how many Pokemon there are.
Are we ready for the Rona update?
Our top story today is Corona still fucking everywhere. John?
Yes, it's a nightmare. There's a man. Well, you guys are supposed to do face coverings now. That's what they said.
Are we?
Yes, so the CDC is recommending everyone should put on face coverings now.
Okay. Just like
And
any like cloth, like a scarf. I
Yeah.
should be wearing a fashionable scarf.
yeah, a lot of people have made masks, cloth masks, just kind of DIY. I think you can put a bandana over your mouth or whatever. So just to get real for a second now, the mouth coverings that you're supposed to wear, you should only be doing in public. All right, so I'm also part of the mouth covering gang. Matt is using tape, which I don't know is perfect. Can you breathe through that, Matt?
Oh yeah, I can tell you. I can read very well. It's
I'm
hard
using
to talk to.
TJ is put it in a bag over his head, so these are probably not the best way to do this. But so they're asking people to do face coverings now, which is kind of contrary to what they were saying before, because they didn't want people to basically buy all of the masks so that people can't get them. But the idea is that you should be doing masks not because they will protect you from getting the virus. It's to just generally stop every person, because so many people walk around asymptomatic from spreading it, because it'll stop mouth particles getting out.
I think it was sometime this week that we found out that the virus is most transmittable 15 hours before symptoms show.
Yeah. So it's basically, you're shedding it before you even know you're sick. So,
Fun.
yep. And it sounds like they're working on GM has been asked to start manufacturing ventilators.
There's a big problem with that, though, and this is also having to do with, like Elon Musk says he's got a stockpile of ventilators he's trying to lend out.
Yeah.
Most of these things that they're calling ventilators are really BiPAPs, which BiPAPs are basically just a mechanized version of the inflator bag.
Yeah, it's like a CPAP. It's similar to what I use to sleep.
But bidirectional. So
yes, correct.
In and out instead of constant pressure.
It pushes and pulls, whereas the CPAP
the problem with that is it doesn't it doesn't gauge how your diaphragm and how your lungs are actually inflating on their own as well. It doing
depends.
its own pace.
Some of them can.
But most BiPAPs will actually cause damage if used more than just a few hours at a time.
Yeah.
Whereas ventilators can be on for longer.
So those BiPAPs can be useful in some context, but they're not going to replace the stuff that's needed for people with severe pneumonia. But they were talking about how they could possibly be used in earlier interventions to help people before they need the like hardcore CPAP, or the ventilators. Because I mean the statistics I've seen is if you're on a ventilator for coronavirus, you have like a 50% chance of surviving because it's already gotten so bad,
Okay.
So you don't want to get that far. So the idea is they want to try and stop that. And that's what all the drug treatments that are being, like the hydrochloroquine and the other drugs that they're trying to do.
Big thing.
Right.
Make sure you take it if a doctor told you to take it.
Yeah.
Let's just find the chemical and have it. That's why the one person died when they just like, I might be having it. Let me just take some of this. And was the fish cleaner or whatever it is?
Yeah. Yep.
Somebody drank fish cleaner?
Fish tank cleaner, yeah, because it's hydroxychloroquine or whatever.
But that's like designed to kill algae and stuff. It's literal poison.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, so don't do that. The other thing is good to know. Yeah, so the illness actually is interesting. So like the virus, like people are dying after the virus is basically starting to be beaten off in their systems.
Beaten off.
Yeah, I know.
Beaten off.
But it's because the pneumonia is an illness caused by the virus. The virus isn't like it doesn't like mechanically give you pneumonia. Pneumonia is just a thing that's happening because your lungs are so damaged from the virus. So even after the virus is dying off, your lungs can't breathe. So that's why they're trying to figure out some of these therapies they can give people earlier on. And some of the problems in the US is that doctors are not giving therapy until people are too far gone, basically, because there's just they're telling people that have mild illness to stay home. So if you suspect you have the coronavirus, you have the symptoms of fever and shortness of breath and cough, if you do start feeling bad, talk to a doctor, because they might be able to help you. But once it's to the point where it's too far, you may be in for a ride, at some point. And that's why young people are able to survive. Like I think one of the major things was that people were thinking, young people will be fine. And it's just that young people, the devastation caused isn't enough to kill you. Whereas older people, the devastation caused
I've heard that even in young people, there still could be like permanent damage to your lungs after you're done. It's just probably not enough to kill you.
Yeah.
So, important thing, talk to a doctor.
Yeah. That's it, really. It's again, and again, I do have to stress this, like heavily stress this, because I think it's something that someone living with anxiety, and being a bit of a hypochondriac, you just have to know that you'll see reports of 22-year-olds, getting ill and dying, 30-year-old dying from it. Those are outliers.
Mm-hmm.
Like the vast majority of people that even get coronavirus, even in their 50s and 60s, 80% of those people just get a really bad flu for 2 weeks and then you get better. It's just some people with certain immune systems or pre-existing conditions it's really going to be deadly on. So that's why you need, even though it may not be dangerous to you, you need to stay home because you could be carrying it and get someone who will die from it sick. And that's the key.
Yeah.
And that's why we need to have, and what other countries that have been successful in controlling this have, is massive testing is testing everyone, even asymptomatic people.
Yeah.
And so that we know those people who test positive have to just stay away for 2 weeks until they test negative. And that is what South Korea did.
It
is they
does
just
seem like we're
massive-
getting closer to that just based on like the number of confirmed cases skyrocketing so much. Like
Yeah.
we're up to over 300,000 confirmed cases in the US. But
Yeah.
like I have no idea where that is in relation to like how many untested people there are.
I mean, there's 300 million people in the US. So.
Yeah.
How many tests have been done?
We're just too big.
And
Too big to fail.
It's not even about testing people once, because you could test negative now and then have caught it later. So it's just saying that everyone's been tested isn't the end of it. Tests still have to continue.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that's the thing I also do is like you'll see people on Facebook and Twitter just posting like, oh, this family of 4 all died from it and stuff, and it's like, yeah, again, these are all outliers. Like these are the rarities, and they get put on the news. So I'm trying to like calm people down and like, hey, it's not like, again, like 98% of the people that get this, especially in our age bracket, are going to be fine. You know? Like there's only expecting, a few, 5,000 people to die in Wisconsin, possibly. So, and out of the millions of people that live in this state. So
Yeah.
again, it's not going to kill you. It does suck. Everything I've heard is just the worst flu you've ever had in your entire life. So you don't want to get this. You will be knocked out for 2 weeks.
The first confirmed case in my county just happened this week too. So, the county I'm currently in, Menominee County, Michigan.
Yeah.
So
I don't know about you guys, but like whenever I have to go to the store or something, I always just immediately feel like I'm sick. Like my brain just starts manufacturing symptoms.
Well, if you, I'm assuming that's also to kind of keep you in alert mode. So you're like, I don't want to get other people sick, and I don't want other people to get me sick, and you're always watching for people. So you're maintaining that social distancing. You're doing it instinctively instead of trying to be conscious doing it, because you have other things to take care of. Like, I didn't want to forget the fact that I needed like tissue paper or whatnot.
Yeah. Speaking of tissue paper, apparently I saw this at the Woodman's here. I don't know how like widespread it is, but their whole toilet paper aisle was these like unmarked packages of Charmin that I guess Charmin was just like, fuck, how can we make as many as possible as fast as possible? Just fuck the labels. So it's just got this like little adhesive shipping label on it that says Charmin.
That works. I mean, it's what we got to get done.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure that the grocery store at my house has started, or not near my house, not at my, has started taking all of them out of the packages and just selling them as
Individual
single
rolls.
rolls. Yeah, and they're like,
did they put a limit on like you can only get 3 rolls?
Yes.
Or something?
I think it's like 3 rolls per family or something like that.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, we're kind of past the hoarding mentality on it. We're just dealing with the fact that most demand for things like toilet paper has been commercial in the past, and a lot of that need has went away. So people are buying it for personal because they're pooping at home more instead of pooping out and about. So there's just been a higher demand in stores, and keeping up with that has been a bit more difficult.
I didn't know it was legal to poop outside of your home, so this is news to me.
Yeah. Well, if you're a bear, you can do it
fun.
in the woods. So.
Yeah, and then you get the little fucking toilet paper particles over your ass.
God damn it. That reminds me of something I read on Reddit about a week and a half ago.
You read
Charmin
on
Bears
Reddit?
Rule 34?
The whole Charmin
Oh no!
Charmin Bears
animated
like the
universe
fuck.
is about bears that have an obsession with
Scat porn?
close ass inspections.
Okay.
Those bears are always into ass inspections. Let's check your butt. Oh, you got toilet paper particles. Let's check your butt. Like, it doesn't matter where you are. I'm going on a trip. I'm on a picnic. Everyone's checking each other's ass.
I mean, like, maybe they should just wear pants. I think that would solve the problem. You don't.
Fair enough.
Like, I don't know if I have toilet paper bits on my ass because I have pants on.
Can
Like
you
a
guys-
civilized bear.
But then the like my Heine's clean song doesn't have as much effect because you can't visually see the clean Heine. You could be lying about the clean Heine.
Heineken.
YouTube edits in the comments or in the chat says hit a fat dab. So one of you do that. Go ahead and do that.
I
Not
don't think
me.
any of us have a supplier, even though it is 420. What?
560,
Oh.
380.
Every day this month is 420.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Oh, that kind of dab.
Yeah, I wish I could. I wish I could to dab a weed. Is that what it is? Dab
Yeah.
a
Something.
fat
I
dab.
don't know.
Do a weed. It's not legal in my state, and I don't do things that are illegal because that would be illegal.
I
Yeah,
do,
it would
because
be.
what the
Same.
fuck is the government going to do right now? Fuck you
That's
guys.
true. Were they going to come to your house for mine defense?
That's another
late.
thing that, like, we'll just say for unrelated to disease reasons, I do cough a lot. So I'm always like, when I'm in the store, I'm just like, don't cough, don't cough, don't cough. Everyone will think you have the plague.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, and then you know, that,
Yeah,
like, every time
fucking cut to Matt in the middle of a
you
Kroger.
see
Just,
someone cough,
and everyone's like, "Oh my god!" He's like, "It's okay. I just smoke weed.
Yeah.
It's not like a coronavirus."
yeah, it's yeah. You just kind of are just like, it's just, every time anyone coughs in public, you just get the dirty look, and it's just like it's allergy season, man.
Yep.
Yeah.
A little bit.
I know back when my GameStop was still open, I was helping a customer, and I had one of those moments where I had saliva go down the wrong tube. I'm like, my body wants me to cough this. I know I need to. I'm just going to uncomfortably hold it and let it seep down past, down my trachea and just deal with it. And I
Yeah.
did.
And
Good
that's how
job.
you get pneumonia, because it goes into your lungs, and now you need
Yep.
a ventilator.
Mhm.
Self-pneumoniazing. Yeah,
That's what they've
boys.
done now.
I don't know. Does anyone else have any other Rona news before we move on to something else?
I just have an interesting bit that is slightly confusing. So I went to the Menards today, which if you're
Save
not
big
from
money
here,
at
Save-
McDonald's.
it's like a
big
Midwestern hardware store chain, and they've banned people 16 and under from being in their stores.
That I need to go out and shop now.
I know. Like I mean,
thought people were
it
always
reduces the density of people, so that makes sense. But I also feel like they're just like don't like kids, and they were just like, this is the perfect time.
The trap remix.
Yeah, that's some good shit.
Yeah, hell yeah. That's a great. Great. I think Spanky, did you send me that trap remix?
I did, yes.
Yeah,
Dude,
that's
I
It was
listen to
one of the
that
nights
so.
when I got
I listen to that
it's a
really
frequently.
good song. It's a banger.
yeah.
Save big money at Menards. What did you get at Menards? You just buying?
I've been working on a lot of electronics projects because I'm here all the time. So I bought another little organizer. You know those little clear like drawers that you put screws and
Yeah.
bits and stuff in? Just one of those.
You haven't even finished your drum robot yet. Aren't you working on something else now?
I'm working on a guitar pedal right now. I'm gonna go back to the
Okay.
drum robot in a bit. I got bored with
Why
it
did
because
you-
I'm at the point in that where like what I need to do is software based, and I
That's
find
boring.
that boring. Yeah,
You're more of a hands-on guy.
yeah.
If that software base can be programmed in Excel, just let me know.
Yeah.
Because that's my main programming
Your bread and
language.
butter. You know what
Uh,
the best part about the Rona is that I haven't done my taxes yet, and I feel no pressure to do so.
Oh yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
I don't
same.
have to-
I got mine done, so I'm already.
Well, I was
that.
going to take it to somebody, and then all this happens, and now it's like, well, I guess I got to do it myself again on fucking TurboTax, and my taxes are complicated as fuck, and I hate filling it out. So,
Wait,
I
aren't you still sole proprietor of that one?
oh yeah,
Yeah.
I'm a sole proprietor.
Can't you just
Of the
like
improv
declare
group?
bankruptcy on that or something and like close it down?
No, actually, if you're a sole proprietor of an LLC, you actually don't have to fill out your taxes. You just have to list in your normal regular tax form that you had zero income.
Okay.
That's it, really. I just have to
Because
list it.
it's been all but disbanded, really.
Yeah,
Right?
yeah. We created an LLC for an improv group I was in, and then everybody quit like a week later. So
Yeah.
it was really worth it to set all that up.
It
and
was.
go to the trouble of filling out tax forms every year for that for the last 5 years.
You improved making an LLC.
Well, you could just have that LLC buy the podcast, and then
I mean, it could.
That's not a bad
Just
idea.
have it be the. I mean, honestly, this could be the Experiment Royale Improv LLC's podcast.
brought to you by Charmin.
That's it.
No, it's born in the 80s. Brought to you by Experiment Royale Improv.
That's right. An improv group that was Madison's voted best performing arts group, silver.
Eat shit,
award.
monkey business. Oh wait, silver.
Is this like
one of the
Spanky's Pabst Blue Ribbon? Voted best beer in 1897?
Yeah, it was like 2012 or something. We were voted. We lost to the Madison Symphony Orchestra as best performing group. So
Fair enough.
darn it. Anyway, yeah. No, yeah, that was a long time, many ages ago. I can't do improv now. Maybe that's a good thing.
Yeah.
Nobody can do improv or burlesque, right, Matt?
Well, we're doing online shows.
I know. I heard about this.
And
Can you talk about that? That sounds interesting.
I've only
I want
watched the
Mercury back
first
on-
week.
I want
Yeah,
Mercury
but there's
on the
only been 2
podcast.
weeks.
I've never talked to her.
Dude, she's like so stressed out and busy all the time now. I don't know if that's gonna happen.
How wouldn't you be less stressed out now? Because
No,
there's,
because see, it turns out when you create a business around entertaining and then all of the entertainment venues close, then money becomes an issue. Yeah. So that's why they're doing the online shows, which you could go to
there's
5startees.com.
Hey guys, yeah, 5startees.com. You
See
can
some
watch the
butts and stuff?
Quarantees, which is a stay-at-home, stripped-down online burlesque. Guys, it's $3 to rent.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
Like, boom.
Put the link in our Discord so I can get to it later. I've never seen a burlesque show, and I want to see Mercury's work because I've been a fan of her since she wasn't Mercury.
Yeah.
Not for burlesque, but for the stuff here. And
I think it's a really cool idea though that she came up with to do like an online burlesque like video. It's on Vimeo.
Yeah, because so like part of the inspiration for this was like all of these performers have income that they've been relying on, and that's just gone now, and nobody knows when it's coming back. So like, what can we do to try and
I'm just
supplement
gonna
that?
say, yeah, this is a really cool thing too, because I'm watching the trailer for the one that just came out last night, and we've got people from Atlanta, Georgia, New York City, New York, Munich, Germany, Lodz, Poland, Göppingen, Germany, and Nashville, Tennessee. This is like a worldwide collection of performers.
Yeah, I've seen like
$3.
Ireland, Scotland.
Yeah, like it is. That's so cool. Like I'm gonna have to rent one of these, but I'm not going to do it now because we're recording a podcast. But I have the link, so very cool stuff there. I just wanted to plug that because I know Mercury used to be on this show, and we'll plug. She's off doing her burlesque thing now, so maybe she has time to drop by an episode now. Who knows?
Maybe.
It'd be fun to have her back on. It's been so long.
I've never talked to her.
Our
times of the podcast were always completely non-overlapping.
Separate, correct.
Yeah.
Lance scared her away. So,
God damn.
I'd say bullied her away would be more accurate.
Yeah.
Every Lance I've ever known is a bully.
Yep.
Yeah.
Especially
he's
Lance
kind of-
Bass.
Yeah, what an asshole that Lance Bass.
Dude, I can't. Though I was being in the NSYNC or Backstreet Boys, whichever one Lance Bass was in.
Yeah.
He's in.
That was the worst experience of my life because of
You were
Lance
in
Bass.
NSYNC?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, I remember that one.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but Lance Bass bullied me out before they got real big. So it was weird because I was 4, but you know.
You were
They were
4?
trying to appeal to a younger demographic.
Yeah. This is actually working as a pop filter now for me. You know what I mean?
nice.
That's what
That
she
and
did.
also your pop filter.
I do actually have a pop filter as
It is
well.
a double pop
Yeah.
filter. It's a double pop situation.
Pop.
Plosives.
What,
Hey.
just call that a pop
Peas.
filter?
You guys play any video games this week?
No.
World of Warcraft.
Yes.
I played
Oh.
Animal Crossing New Leaf. No, New
No,
Horizons.
New Horizons. I also played. Hey, Spanky, did you get my gift?
The pacifier. John sent me an Animal Crossing a pacifier cosmetic item to wear, and the message said ABTL for life. And I wore it for a couple days too. But then I found a kimono and it clashed, so I had to give it up.
I got the.
I don't know. I think you
pacifier
could make that
from a
look work.
villager. Gave it to me, and I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I just
So you
mailed
gotta-
it to Spanky.
You got an ABDL villager.
Yeah, I think she was testing the waters with me. She was like, "Do you like this?"
Oh, maybe maybe she's just like a rave kid from the 90s.
What does the
That's
DL
possible.
stand for? It was adult
diaper
baby.
lover.
Diaper lover. Okay.
Yep, adult baby.
So are
diaper
there
lover. All
there
right.
must be adult babies that aren't into diaper loving then, if that's a thing that needs to be
Yeah,
clarified.
but the thing is that the AB crowd does not get along with the ABDL crowd at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And the elderly diaper lover crowd is just a whole other thing.
Well, for them it depends though.
Ah!
Oh.
Do-do-do-do-do-do-do-do.
Paraphilic infantilism, also known as autonomophilia,
Are we really
Psychosexual
doing another
infantilism, an
ABDL?
adult baby
podcast?
syndrome, is a sexual fetish that involves role-playing a regression to an infant-like state. Behaviors may include drinking from a bottle or wearing diapers. Diaper fetishism is another link. Individuals may engage in gentle and nurturing experiences. An adult who engages in an infantile plane is known as an adult baby, or be attracted to masochistic, coercive, punishing, or humiliating experiences.
That's
Diaper
not how you should raise a
fetishism
baby.
Involves diaper lovers wearing diapers for sexual or erotic reasons, but may not involve infant-like behavior. Individuals who experience both of these things are referred to as adult baby / diaper lovers, or ABDL. When wearing diapers, infantilists may urinate or defecate in them.
If we're gonna go this route, we might as well go back to Rule 34 advertising mascots.
Yeah, Rule
infantilist
34,
community
Mr.
is
Clean.
described by one practitioner is made up by two main types: adult babies, adults who roleplay infants, and sissy babies, who tend to wear typically female clothing and use female pronouns. What is that? What's the difference between that? So
What
there's
is
like
sissy?
so
So,
what?
do you know what sissies are?
No.
So
I'm
I
sorry,
think
I'm not ace, so I don't know all the terms.
I think we're talking gender play at this point.
No, I know what sissy stands for because of I'm on Mastodon, and there's a lot of lewd people on Mastodon, and it's sissies is often, although not always, a forced feminization thing, where like a boy or presenting boy character is forced into being a feminized sissy character. I couldn't tell you much about it, and I'm probably describing it incorrectly, but I can tell you that the sissy diaper people are probably just sissies already that are into diapers.
Matt,
Probably
no.
not a separate.
It took me a while to read that entire link. So Matt just posted a link that could get us banned on Twitch.
I don't
I'm
think you can
imagining
get
we're-
banned for links in chat.
You're the content creator of this channel, Matt.
Are you looking up? Are you looking up Rule 34 for coronavirus?
Yes.
Yes.
Matt
He just
posted the
posted the
5.
search results on rule34.xxx for Corona.
Oh no!
Yeah, you
No.
should probably get rid of that.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh!
I can't ban it or delete it. Actually, we
I can
can't. It's
clear
just
the
there.
chat. Go to our Discord to check it out.
No, our Discord's going to attract the wrong kind of people now. Even
No,
more
If you're
so.
into, if you're into ABDL or if you're into
Face mask play.
mhm.
No, I'm still into hot insurance lady, so we're fine.
Also good.
I'm into all
Anyway,
the other
back to
insurance
Matt's original
mascots.
question at hand. Games in the past week. Let me at least start with gaming news. Sony and Naughty Dog have now announced that The Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed indefinitely. Because they're... What the fuck do you have up, John?
No, John.
What?
ABDL on the screen share. Lovely. Lovely. The ABDL company.
Adult pacifier.
Oh man.
Last of Us Part 2 has been delayed indefinitely, as well as another game that everyone forgets because they don't think it's important, Iron Man VR. Which
Is that a PlayStation VR title?
it's PlayStation exclusive, yeah.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter because I still haven't played the 2 VR games I want to play. Haven't played Groundhog Day, Like Father Like Son, and I haven't played Audica yet, which is Beat Saber with guns.
Guys, there's one of these things says butt stuff. Is one of the options in their store.
Oh fuck!
It just
Click
says
it.
butt stuff.
Oh.
Can't have that on Twitch.
I don't know. I think technically, as long as you don't show the crack part, it's okay.
That's true. Right. But we got cloth diapers if you want those.
They're honestly more economical right now.
Look at this though. There's like a fucking Dottie diapers for the adults. Oh
Mhm.
yeah. There we go.
No.
Damn it!
We're all going to hell.
Yeah, we're already there, brother.
If you're gonna hit my fetish,
Hi,
just tell
everyone.
me ahead of time, okay?
So, TJ, more about VR games. Well, yeah, I guess the big news is that The Last of Us is delayed indefinitely, and that's mostly because there's nobody in stores right now, and they don't want to sell it and then not sell any of them.
I mean, it depends on the store. Some stores are still open.
Yeah.
Switch games from Walmart. So order them directly for Amazon or ship to home for any company still doing that.
Yeah, what I had heard was that it's basically done being made. They're just kind of in like quality control stuff. So like theoretically
Well, I
that
think
could
the
all
game
be
has gone
done. What's that?
I think the game has gone gold, which if you're not familiar with gaming industry terminology, it means that the final file is ready and ready to press into Blu-rays.
Okay.
But they're still going to work on quality control that will come out as a day one patch.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
like that's
they're-
all stuff that could be accomplished by people working from home, but
I
it
think
sounds
it's
like
really
they're kinda
interesting for them
taking
to
their time.
delay it though because of the Rona. Because like we're looking at games like the Animal Crossing New Horizons is kind of, I'm assuming, is sold like crazy. I mean, everyone is talking.
Because everyone just wants a game where you like pick apples and go fishing.
I suppose a game
have a
where
good time.
it's a post-apocalyptic wasteland
Yeah.
is not something people are looking into right now.
I don't know. Resident Evil 3 is selling pretty well right now.
That's true.
Is that a remaster? When did that happen?
It is. Uh-huh.
It is a complete remake.
Yeah, it's not even a remaster. It's just a rebuild of the entire
So
game.
like they did
Same
with
thing they
2,
did with
right?
Resident 2.
Yep, like with 2. Yep.
Okay. Man, I should get into that. I'd play some old Resident Evil games.
Dude,
Oh, yeah, dude.
Resident Evil 3 is so under. Everyone talks about 2 because it's the one with Leon, but 3 is so cool because Nemesis can literally appear on like almost every part of the game, and you can't kill him, and it's fucking terrifying.
I was actually watching the Resident Evil movies today. I watched the first 2 today, so it's really funny we were talking about
They
this.
are the best kind of awful, aren't
Yeah.
they?
So it
I thought
started
Lance
like
liked those movies too.
I found Doom Annihilation on Netflix, and I started watching it because I thought it was like, wasn't there a Doom movie with The Rock? But I guess this is a different one.
Yeah,
Yes,
yeah.
it was
But
just
so I
Doom.
got a little bit into that, and I was like, this is kind of like bad, good sci-fi action. But you know what's the best bad, good sci-fi action?
Yeah.
Resident Evil. So it just like started, and like the first one I had to watch on Amazon, but it looks like the rest are on Netflix. So if you
Cool.
have Netflix, go nuts.
If you have Netflix, you should probably also be watching Tiger King.
Finish watching Tiger King.
I
And
finished
what-
it as
Happy
well.
Season 2.
What?
I'm watching Happy Season 2 right now.
Oh, I thought you were saying there was a Tiger King season 2.
Oh, there should
No,
be
but-
like a whole
there-
Doc Antle season.
Yeah.
I can't remember. I think the group that made Tiger King are doing another one. Maybe not about. I saw something that was like those people doing another thing, but I don't remember what it was anymore.
Eric Good is the name.
Matt, you want to fix the scenes again? Just put your other scene back up.
What happened?
Yeah.
Well,
he
switched it to solo for your screen share.
Yeah, and when it's in studio mode, sometimes I forget to hit the actual like fade over button.
So you're learning.
I'm learning. I'm practicing.
Don't you feel
I'm
like
just a big adult baby streamer, and one day I hope to grow up. What?
I was about to say, Matt. Now, doesn't it seem like it's the time for you to become a Twitch streamer? Because you have
yes.
something else
But it seems like the time where literally everyone else is trying to do that too. Like,
yeah, but you're better than everyone else.
Even like your everyday person, and then up to like legit rock stars and stuff are like, well, fuck, I guess I'll learn how to stream.
Yeah, that's true.
I mean, I don't care about being a Twitch streamer. I just like hanging out with my internet buddies when I'm streaming. Yeah.
And like, you know, we got like 5 viewers in here right now. Most of them are probably bots and some are me. But like, I don't know. I started streaming a lot of stuff just because like if I'm going to be playing games or something anyway, we might as well stream it and just see who shows up.
Yeah. No, past 2 weeks, I've been almost exclusively playing the Final Fantasy X HD remaster. I started playing it on the Switch, and then my stepfather, who's also here, and he's been off because my mom was in the hospital for a week. I guess I'm just rolling over that, but that's fine. He was playing it on PS4, and I brought a TV up there, so we had 2 TVs, and we both were playing it. I now have 107 hours into it in 2 weeks, which is probably too much. Too much time.
Yeah. Matt.
Yes.
Put me on the big screen again. I'm going to screen share.
God damn it.
What?
What's it this time?
I feel like you might have lost your privileges.
All right, ready? Guys, choose your fighter. This is back to the Rona. Choose your fighter.
Okay, let's see. What we got?
I like to call this one the TJ. With the plastic bag helmet and plastic bag on the hands. Getting a ton of water.
Oh yeah, I saw this one.
Okay, we got more. We got 2 more, 3 more.
I mean, the water infrastructure is not going to go down. At least not anytime soon. So I don't know why people are hoarding water.
Oh,
I like the inventiveness of this one. This lady has put a conical birthday hat over her mouth.
I do like birthday hat lady.
The video I'm getting from you looks pretty crunchy, so it's hard to see what's going on.
It's not even a video. It's a still image.
Yeah.
It's still in 4 on the stream.
I got it, TJ.
Thank you.
Oh, well, we didn't get to see the first one then.
All right, go back to the first one. Edit that part out, and we'll go back to the first one.
Oh, this is going to play so well in the audio version.
Yeah.
This whole thing will be edited out of the audio version.
We got this guy.
I love this guy, but
this guy is covered in garbage bags, it looks like, in other bags, and then has a paper bag with little eye holes and a mouth slot open.
Wearing those kitchen cleaning rubber gloves.
This is not going to protect you from the coronavirus. Guy, you're going to get... You know what protects you? Washing your hands when you get home.
Yeah.
That's it.
And drinking that aquarium shit.
Yeah,
wait,
aquarium cleaning.
The stream can't see me, so it doesn't matter. We'll wait.
Oh, this is in some sort of foreign country, though, because I'm seeing some Germany-looking language.
Yeah, that's some sort of non-America.
Some Nazi. Okay.
Fuck those guys.
And then this guy right here, I love.
Is that a big bottle?
It is a giant water bottle that's been cut out. That he's made a helmet out of. You can see he's buying more in his grocery cart to make more of the helmets.
We gotta take care of your friends, family, and stuff.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. That's it.
I'm waiting for somebody to try and do like a big hose going back to their try and walk out and only breathe
all the way back to their car.
Yeah, like an old scuba suit.
I'd like that.
Oh man, I want to see somebody walking around in a vintage scuba suit too, just the big brass helmet.
Technically, the kind with the umbilical cords are not scuba.
Oh yeah, because they're not self-contained. They're just diving
Yep.
suits.
They're just
Yep.
Uba.
I only go shopping in my diving bell now.
Yes,
But,
they are underwater breathing apparatus.
So that's rough. Spanky, how you liking the new Animal Crossing update, huh?
It's the Bunny Day stuff.
The Bunny Day stuff that goes to
Fucking
April
eggs.
12th.
So on Mastodon, because everyone's playing this game, so of course people on Mastodon are playing this game. There's a lot of people who are like, I really hate this, and I kind of like it. I don't know. It's not. I like all the like pattern stuff you get from the eggs. I feel like you probably get too many eggs, but other than
I will
that, I
say,
don't.
I think it's okay. I think as an avid fisherman in the game is a fucking nightmare.
Oh, see the thing. I don't fish that much. I fish.
Yeah.
I mean, I fish pretty much whenever I'm out of chores. And
Yeah.
actually, I am fishing is not something that I avoid, but it is the last thing I do when I'm out of like 2 times Nook miles. When I'm out of chores and I still want to play the game and I'm not finished and want to go to sleep or stop playing, that's when I do my fishing.
Yeah. So just to explain, there's a Bunny Day event right now, and this creepy egg or like what is it? Rabbit suit wearing villager type person whose name is Zipper. Right?
Yeah, I thought it was just a rabbit.
No, he's got a zipper on his suit. Like he's anyway. Zipper has hidden eggs all over your island, and they're like hidden in like on the ground. You can dig them up, or you can fish them up. And so there's just like things that look identical to the fish outlines that are actually eggs. And it's a fucking nightmare because every time I'm like, oh, it's a new month, lots of new fish to catch because there's a new season. And nope, it's all fucking eggs. I have like 50 eggs and I'm so mad because I want to fill out my museum. So I've decided to stop fishing basically until the 12th, and then I can get back to it. So I'm very tired of it, and it's annoying. It's not that bad. I like the seasonal events. It's fun, you know.
So I've gotten a few of the I'll tell you what they are. They make good gifts to give because they're they're really easy to find enough things to like build the whatever. Because it's usually like 2 eggs of every kind, and you'll build pretty much any piece of furniture or whatever. And your villagers like it when you give them furniture. They're usually like, "Whoa, that's awesome!" So I've been giving villagers Bunny Day shit. And that's cool. I like that. I built like a Bunny Day fence around like a little area that I have built where people can, I mean, it's obviously no one ever goes there because that's not how the game works, but it's like a little outdoor gathering area with lawn chairs and stuff. And I built a little Bunny Day fence around it. So that worked pretty well. I thought it was neat, but I talked to you about this, and you're kind of the same way, but I am not a time traveler in Animal Crossing at all.
No.
If there are other games that I could play if I want to spend 9 hours consecutively playing a video game, Animal Crossing is I usually wake up, make coffee, feed my cat, and while I'm drinking coffee, I'll do my like Nook Mile stuff, and then at some point later in the day, I'll spend another like hour on it, just doing like digging up fossils and stuff, and that's about it. And I've been still really enjoying the game.
Yeah, I've been too. I'm really looking forward to getting all the egg stuff created and getting that done and moving forward. I've been playing it every day. I'm loving it. I just got the Able Sisters shop now, so I can get custom designs. Looking forward to it.
The last thing that I did, I upgraded my house to the bigger house. So I got the like 200,000 bell loan from Nook to get the slightly bigger house. And I've got 2 new villagers. I have Al the monkey, who is lazy, and Meringue the rhinoceros, who has like a strawberry painted on her horn, and she's really cute. I guess her personality is just normal. One thing I'm interested to see is I've got Mac as a villager, and Mac is an jock, and he's very much like every time you talk to him, he's just like, "Whoa, I'm gonna do some curls. I'm gonna go running around, do 50 laps around the island." I'm curious to see the interaction between the lazy Al and the jock Mac, and see if they get along or not.
Yeah, it is a really cool game though so far. I mean, there's so much customization available in it, like even more so than previous Animal Crossings, and just I don't know, it's really fun. I like the way that you can do your rooms now. There's like a room design view, so you can like click, drag and drop everything around rather than the old busted Animal Crossing way of dropping shit down and manually pushing it around on the floor. So, I don't know. It's a really fun game though, because it's like literally you can just play a little bit every day, and that's why I don't time travel, because I just enjoy each new day finding new stuff. The shop will have new items, all that stuff. I don't know. I'm a big fan, and it's been a real good gaming comfort food this last month. So yeah, I also upgraded my house to be 2 rooms now, living room, bedroom, which is nice. I haven't talked.
Found a garden gnome, so I made myself a garden specifically so that I could put the garden gnome in the garden.
I haven't done any fencing stuff yet. I haven't put any up. I've just kind of scattered items throughout my city, so who knows. Also, back to the Tiger King news. The Tiger King guy has was it Joe Exotic has coronavirus.
Yep.
Yeah,
I was waiting for that. That was to be going to be the most 2020 headline ever. Like,
yeah.
Joe Exotic gets
simulation is moving too fast, guys.
But for real, you think he's faking it?
No, because I think it would be hard for him to fake it.
He is in prison.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that he was in solitary confinement specifically because he was quarantined, and prisons suck and should be abolished, but I don't think they would put someone in solitary for coronavirus and it not actually be the reason you put him there.
Oh, okay. I didn't realize that he was in solitary for that.
That's what his husband said, so I don't know.
Man, the world's fucked.
Yeah, it does sound like it's going to be interesting seeing what the ending up of the like case fatality rate of COVID-19 is. Like they're talking about.
If you wait long enough, every single person who gets coronavirus will be dead.
Yeah, that's true. Go 100 years from now.
So 100% kill rate.
No, it sounds like it's probably close to 0.3 to 1% fatality rate, because there's so many people that are, especially in the US, getting sick and not getting tested and not going to a hospital, so they're not getting counted as a positive, because we just don't have the number of tests. So, TJ, is that a small Switch you have there?
Yeah, I've showed this on the podcast in the past.
Schmini?
A Switch Lite, yeah.
Schlight. Nice. You should play. Well, actually, you shouldn't play Animal Crossing, TJ.
I don't have it.
I know. You'd have to buy it, but I guess you're going to start your new job, so you'll have money to buy Animal Crossing.
I think so. I haven't heard back yet. I'm waiting on the results of the background test, so I'm just playing Final Fantasy.
Final Fantasy X.
Yep.
The worst Final Fantasy.
So that being said,
it's not 13.
There are two really, really
I like
annoying. There are two really, really annoying side quests in this game to get your weapon, everyone's best weapon, powered up.
Yeah.
One of which is a chocobo race, where chocobo is basically a big ostrich that's yellow.
Yeah.
Like if Big Bird was an ostrich.
Yeah.
and you race this trainer in a. It's got the worst mechanics. You
There's a
have to
racist
get-
trainer.
Yes, you have a racist trainer.
Okay.
So it's Tiger King.
You get 3 seconds taken off your time for every balloon you catch, and 3 seconds added to your time for every bird that hits you. And
Okay.
you have to get a time of less than 0 to win a particular item.
Ah,
I did that for my game and for my stepdad's game. That was freaking annoying because it took me 2 hours the one night and another 40 minutes the other day.
that's always the interesting thing with the Final Fantasy games is that you can min-max those items and things,
Yeah.
and you don't need them to finish the story.
No, not at all.
Which is a nice thing, because
I
then
can
I don't bother.
I probably could have beat the game 40 hours ago.
Yeah.
And then the other thing I did twice was to power up someone else's thing. There is a place in the game that just like every 5 to 15 seconds shoots a bolt of lightning down that you can dodge.
Yeah.
And you get a special prize for dodging 200 lightning bolts in a row. And your reaction time has got to be pretty precise.
Yeah.
So I did the 200 lightning bolt thing twice. Once for me and once for my stepdad. Oh, that was about 45 minutes for me and about 30 minutes for him. I told myself I would never do it again. And because the Switch version doesn't have achievements or trophies, if I were to borrow his disc of the PS4 version, I'll probably do it again.
So I remember Final Fantasy X. It came out when I was, I don't know, like 8 or 9.
It was when I went to college, around 2001, 2002.
I was a preteen and not great at
99.
At games where you had to pay attention, that kind of shit. And I remember I was super underleveled because, like, once I got bored of fighting a certain enemy, I would just move on to the next zone. And in Final Fantasy, at least of the era, those Final Fantasy games, that's how you get underleveled, and you walk into a new zone and get your ass handed to you.
Yep.
But being stupid and a preteen, I continued to do that. I got to the point where you fight Seymour Flux on.
You can be decently leveled for that and still just die.
Well, here's the thing. The way that I got through all the like more difficult parts being underleveled was with with the Aeon.
Yeah.
And Seymour Flux, the moment they come out, you can do one spell and he just like snaps his fingers and they're gone.
Banish,
he banishes your Aeon. So I was like, what the hell do I do? Here's what I did to get past Seymour Flux. I went to Kilika.
Okay.
I bought Tetra Armor.
Okay, I know where you're going with this.
And then you can, with Tetra Armor, you can get the plus 30% HP.
Yep.
So you buy the Tetra Armor, it's like 3,000 gil. You sell, but when you add like the 30% to it, you can sell it for 30,000 gil. So it's literally a like you buy for 3, you get for 30. It's like 10 times your money back if you do that. So I spent like, oh man, I spent a bunch of time getting like max gil, and then I just put Riku in my party and did throw gil, and I just threw a max gil at him and it one shots him.
That worked. Spare change, I think, is what they call it in this game.
Spare change, that's right.
But yeah, I've been doing the Tetra Armor thing for a similar reason, because I'm late game. I basically could just end it. I'm inside Sin right now, but I'm capturing 10 of every monster as we speak.
Mm-hmm.
One of the things that they say for easy, quick gil, gil is the money in the game. They used to call it GP way back in the day.
Yeah, gold points.
But you
gold pieces.
Gold pieces, yeah.
I call them gold points.
Actually, speaking of that, when I saw that in Bravely Default, it was PG. In my head, I'm like, oh, that means pieces of gold. No, because they voice act that game, it's pronounced pig. I'm like, what the fuck? What the fuck? Anyway, endgame, you buy those same Tetra Armor that you're talking about. You go to the monster arena and fight this guy that counters you every time. He drops 40 healing springs, and then you customize SOS regen in those armors, and you just repeat. For every 2 battles, you're able to customize 6 or 7 armors, and then you make about 3.5 million gil an hour. So I've been doing a lot of that. But when you talk about being underleveled, that reminds me of when I first played Final Fantasy VII as a kid. I had the PC version, and my PC was garbage, so everything played super slow, like about 50% speed, and that game's already too slow to begin with. And I got to the final dungeon of the game where you're going to fight your final boss, big guy, silver hair, beautiful man with big sword. And I was level like 32 going into that dungeon, and you really want to be about 50 or higher in order to beat the game. So I just stopped. I never beat Final Fantasy VII.
The end is bad. It turns out it's not actually. So I like. Here's one thing about Final Fantasy: the endings are almost all really shitty. They're almost all terrible. Final Fantasy X's ending is the cheesiest bullshit ending. 9 actually has an okay ending.
Mm-hmm.
I think you would probably think that 8 has an okay ending because it's one of the only parts of the game where the story makes any sense.
Well, I beat the game. I beat 8. And the best part of the ending
is the game is no longer going on. You don't have to play the game anymore.
Well, that's half of it. The other half is Zell choking on a hot dog.
Yep.
Best part about
it. 7 has a bad ending. 12 has an. Actually, I never beat 12. So
10's is pretty good.
No, I'm not talking about how does like the whole story culminate. I'm talking what's the final cutscene like? Because it is literally Yuna going like, together we will beat whatever. I don't know what I'm talking because like we beat Sin, and none of the political strife that happened throughout the game is going to get brought up because we did it. It's corny.
And
it's
the main character is like, I'm a dream. Bye. Bye.
Final Fantasy 15's ending is bad. Now it's basically like I have to die now because for the past couple of hours the pace of this game has been a completely different game, and apparently I have to die after being in prison for 10 years because that's a thing that happens, and now I'm gonna die, and then my already dead fiance wife lady who I never got a chance to bone is gonna just magically appear on my throne, and then the logo of the game will change on the main menu, and that's how the game ends.
That's stupid, but there's also DLC, which makes it more stupid.
It is. So, however, I know John said that he thinks 13 is bad, and it's not great, but I like it, and it has a good ending. Like Final as endings to Final Fantasy games go, 13 has a pretty solid ending. The story never made sense like most Final Fantasies, so it doesn't matter. But like it ends. It has a good ending. There's Fang and Vanille, and there are these weird characters who can do magic and are Fal'Cie or Lassie.
Yeah.
Well, it's kind of iffy on what they are because they kind of crystal mode into Fal'Cie sort of things at the end. But yeah, they die, and then like they're like, you can go down and live on the world now. It's we beat the bad guys. It turns out there weren't bad guys really down here, and now they're dead. And they're really weird giant face things. But we killed them.
If I want to fight a giant face thing, I would get good at Star Fox.
Yes.
I'm not good at Star Fox.
Do you know what's crazy?
What's crazy?
If you wanted to buy a Nintendo Switch, it would be impossible right now.
Yeah.
I've looked online. I cannot find a store that is selling one.
Switch Lights, maybe.
Not even Switch Lights. That's what I was looking for.
I'm pretty sure I can go get a Switch Lite from a local store that sells like used stuff. But the thing is they're closed right now for the coronavirus. The thing is, they had stock. They had and I was actually going to get one because they were selling a used turquoise Switch Lite for like $150, and I was like, hell yeah, that's worth $150. But I didn't buy it because I'm stupid and didn't realize. Stop licking the Switch Lite, TJ, please. I didn't buy it because I had no foresight. So now I have to take my Switch into my living room to charge it and play it on the big TV. So I really just haven't been playing it on the big. I've played it almost entirely in small mode. But the thing is, my hands are fat and really, really short. So playing the big Switch is less comfortable than playing a smaller.
Stubby finger club.
Yep.
I get you.
Yeah. So actually, I have.
I've been using the Pro Controller, which is I think what John's going to show.
I'm not going to show. I have to get a drink anyway because I'm.
Yeah,
I
mine's not
ran out of
close.
LaCroix, and I want to grab my Switch and show you how I play it handheld, and it's with my giant hands club. It's the best way. But I'll be right back.
I have an idea of what
You
he's
guys
probably
go.
doing because he does it. He plays a little bit while he's working. So my guess is he actually does the tabletop mode with the kickstand, and then he just plays with the loose joysticks.
Yeah.
I bet he has like chopsticks taped to his fingers that he uses. That's my guess. That's what I would do.
D monolith. Did I count this? Oh, fuck. This is what sucks when I'm trying to keep a spreadsheet at the same time as doing this. I
What
didn't
are you
build this.
keeping a
I know I build
spreadsheet for?
spreadsheets all the time. I didn't build it. I found it. It's a spreadsheet that keeps track of how many of each monster I've captured.
Oh, okay. So you can get those stats. Statman
Exactly.
colors.
I'm trying to unlock super monsters in the monster arena, and you need to capture everything to do that.
Yep.
Oh, really? And there's not just
yeah.
like in-game like achievement that keeps track of that in real time. You have to like keep it on a spreadsheet.
Kind of. I'd have to go somewhere else if I want to know exactly where I'm at.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not in the pause menu.
Otherwise, I'd have to attempt to capture one extra, and it will say a capture limit reached.
Okay.
It doesn't tell me when I hit it; it tells me after I've hit it. And some of the monsters are more rare, so it's annoying.
John's really taking a long time getting that drink, huh?
I'm pretty sure his wife
he's
is
getting his Pro
yelling at him for making a JDate profile. And then immediately saying he hates his wife.
My wife.
John's wife.
So,
Hey, do you guys
I
remember
really don't
Borat?
No, funniest shit I've ever seen.
You ever seen Borat?
Woo.
dude wears
Hey,
like a rubber
Spanky,
thong all through his
imagine
shoulder.
this. Pickle Rick in the Borat swimsuit. Think about it.
Funniest shit I've ever seen.
So here's the Switch, the big Switch,
Yep.
big boy Switch. You know,
Yeah.
Joy-Cons classic.
it's you know, you hold it. It's not the most comfortable thing to hold as a person with large hands. So I bought this from Satisfy. It is
Yeah, those are great.
It is a slide-in thing that gives me like controller hand grips.
Yeah.
Okay.
It makes it
it's just
so much better.
It's just the grips. It's not like adding any like
Nope. It just
button
slides
extensions or anything. Okay.
in. No, well, it does actually have these, which I haven't used, joystick extensions as well to make them stick up a little higher.
Mm-hmm.
Which
That's
actually I feel like I want to
one.
install now because I feel like I don't like how low profile the joysticks are.
Yeah.
And they're just little rubber pads that stick over it. So, yeah, it's really cool. Like, it makes it way easier to use. But I'm really terrified of it breaking. Because I
wanna
can't get
do
a
that.
replacement now.
I want to do that mod where you make your Joy-Cons into GameCube controllers.
Oh yeah.
So you slot in the left and
Mhm.
right side of a game, and it's like a GameCube controller on the left and right.
Yeah.
The only problem with that is the GameCube controller is fucking shitty. The button layout is so bad.
I like the
joysticks,
GameCube button layout.
Yeah. N64, best button layout ever.
Yeah, because we really needed 2 D-pads.
I need 3 prongs to hold down. Yeah, that's the worst one. But it did have the analog stick.
You know,
Which is
the
really
Power 64 version, that third-party Power 64 controller, that only has the 2 prongs with the joystick and the D-pad on the one side, both the Z and your L button there. That is probably the best version of the N64 controller. The only problem with it is the fact that the analog stick up isn't what you think up is. I think it's a little bit tilted on the controller intentionally. Because the left joystick is actually still done almost like two prongs put together. So like you have your hand up here if you're using the D-pad, but your hand is comfortably a little bit lower if you're using the joystick.
So PC gamepads and now technically too, but historically they use an XY grid. So they're not actually circles, they're squares. They've been like that since the 80s, basically, because it's just two potentiometers can make a D-pad or a joystick in that way, an analog joystick in that way.
And you can go 100% in all directions then.
Yeah. So in like the 90s and early 2000s, whenever DualShock controllers were on the PlayStation, Logitech was like, hey, we're going to make a PC controller that looks like a DualShock controller, but we're going to keep it like with the square thing. So it had two joysticks, but instead of being circles that you could like rotate in a circle, they were squares. So they would lock into the top left, like all the corners of the square. So if you pushed straight up, it wouldn't lock straight up. But if you pushed like up into the left, it would go into the corner and lock in that direction. And that was very difficult to play a lot of games at the time on because they were like ports, especially like emulator games. I remember having one of those and was like, I would rather have a piece of garbage controller than like the name brand Logitech one for this reason.
Well, if you guys want a Nintendo Switch, you can go on Amazon.com.
Yeah, I was just looking at that. So first I looked at Target, and the Target website is out of stock. Like, you can't even order for delivery.
Nintendo Switch on Amazon, there's the beautiful seller, Worldwide Distributors, has it for Prime for only $519. It's only $220 more expensive than retail. So it looks like
this is like a first 3 month prices.
Again. Yeah, it's just absolute price gouging.
For that price, it better come with a bottle of hand sanitizer.
But if you go to PlayAsia.com, it looks like you can order US consoles there for $20 or $30 more than sticker price. And they
do you get killed on shipping though?
No, I don't think so.
$20 at most, right?
What?
I think $20 at most.
Actually, as of this moment, looks like 34 minutes ago, someone put a listing on eBay for turquoise 32 gigabyte Nintendo Switch Lite for $200.
That's exactly what they normally cost.
Yeah.
Yeah, but like this was posted 34 minutes ago. I bet before we're done recording the podcast, it will have sold.
Oh, is that the buy price or is that just the starting bid?
No, that is the buy price. It says that it's an or best offer. Buy it now.
Used.
Okay, let me just go to eBay and put in my offer of $5.
Yeah, I think the thing I hate most about the world today is, Spanky and I were talking about this yesterday off the podcast, but like the way Amazon and Walmart are with third-party sellers and just because like right now on Walmart.com, I'm like, hey, I want to buy a Switch Switch Lite yellow. It's $289.99. And I can add to cart, and it says free delivery, arrives there. I'm like, oh, cool. And then in tiny little text here, it says sold and shipped by nationwide distributor, which has got a 4.1 out of 5 stars, 168 reviews. And it's just this fucking it's just a reseller. Like that's everybody.
Yeah, the Walmart website is a shit show. Like,
it is.
If I'm on there, I'm trying to figure out like if my local store has stock of something before I go, and you just can't. You can't figure it out because there's so many third-party sellers.
I'll recommend if you're doing that, go to brickseek.com because they just use the Walmart programming API.
Yeah.
To get that. So Walmart's website does have it, but their website is a piece of shit. BrickSeek just uses the API that Walmart exposes to their website to get that information, and you don't have to deal with their shitty website. They also do like if there's a grocery store chain that uses like a point of sale that they can do that with as well. You can find it for some grocery stores, like I think Hy-Vee sometimes will have that
cool.
Okay.
too on Brixie.
Yeah. So if you want a Nintendo Switch, they're impossible to buy now because people are just price gouging them now. It makes sense. You got all these third-party sellers who
just like everybody being stuck at home. The other day I was talking to my mom, and even she was like, we're stuck here. And I was thinking about how we used to play like Nintendo with you guys, and is there anything I could play those old games on and stuff? And like my parents are not gamers. Like they're just desperate for something to do.
I am going to for Mother's Day get my mom. I bought her all the Witcher books because she was super into the Netflix adaptation. So I bought her. I didn't buy her all the Witcher, but I bought her the first two, which are collections of short stories. I bought her The Last Wish and Sword of Destiny, which are just a bunch of short stories about Geralt. And I'm giving her this Nintendo 64, which she bought for me whenever, basically, I think she got it the night it came out. It's the same N64 that she got. And I'm like, I want it back, but like, this is the only game console. She would also take my Super Nintendo. I'm sure she'd be fine with that too. But we used to play Banjo-Kazooie on Nintendo 64. So I was going to give my mom Banjo-Kazooie and Super Mario 64 and the N64 for Mother's Day. Because I know that she's gonna be a shut-in by the time that rolls around.
If she wants it, and I'm sure I could probably find it because I think it's downstairs in my storage stuff here. Do you think that you guys would, if I shipped it to you, would want to borrow Dr. Mario 64?
No, my mom.
Okay.
My mom never played Dr. Mario. I would take it, but I mean that I may already have it. I don't know.
Yeah, somewhere in that thing, I also have my copy of Paper Mario, which I know you talk about as the one good game.
It's the only game that's good.
Yeah,
it's the only game that's good.
Paper Mario is heavier than other N64 games.
Is it?
Yes. Grab two N64 games, one of which is Paper Mario, and lift it.
All right. I have to go and do some math or whatever.
So that would just be like more memory in there, like
there's more circuitry, or there's like, I don't know if it's double motherboarded or whatnot, but that game was released late in the N64 cycle. I want to say it was one of the last games released.
It looks like you can still pick up Xbox One and PS4.
I do know that in some of those cartridges, they would have like additional RAM to help with processing power. So it might be something like that too.
I mean, not exactly, but I think something along those lines. So I wouldn't be surprised. It's kind of like the Super Nintendo games that had the Super FX chip inside.
Yeah.
Which I think that's Stunt Racer FX, Star Fox 2, which was never released, and Yoshi's Island, even though it doesn't advertise it on the box, also used the Super FX chip.
But it does seem that if you want to get an Xbox One, you can get one. Amazon doesn't seem to be selling them, though. They just have third-party sellers, but they're going for... Xbox One S is going for, I think, I thought they were supposed to be cheaper than this, but they're $299.
They're normally $300 for the standard S's. For the all digital ones, are retail for $250.
Okay, yeah, and it's there's actually seems to be a bundle that everyone's buying on or selling on Amazon for $289. It's the 2 controller bundle plus 3 months of Game Pass, which is a pretty fucking good deal for.
And Game Pass is fucking awesome.
Yeah, I have it on my PC, which is one of the better deals. It's $5 a month for all these games like Forza Horizon and stuff. So
you technically don't have to do your $5 a month, because I think your PC is still on my Xbox account, and I have Game Pass Ultimate, which includes it.
I know.
Which reminds me, we need to finish Gears 4.
I had already deleted it. It was like 200 gigabytes.
Fair enough. You don't.
I
Have
had to delete it. It was taking up way too much space. So, let's move on.
Spanky,
Do you have a digital scale? Is
do you
that
have
what's going on?
measurements?
No. I'm taking apart the cartridges
Okay.
to see why it's heavier. I'm curious now.
But you're
So
right.
we're doing.
I am right though. It is heavier, right?
Yeah, it does seem heavier. Yeah, I'm doing this for science though. I'm seeing what exactly it is that's making this cartridge heavier. Then so I've got and the first one I'm taking apart here is Mario 64. So it's probably
Launch
going to be
The
a
lightest.
launch game. Yeah. So here's what's interesting going on in here. This is Mario 64's insides. It's got a little RF shield going on here and a bunch of empty space. The RF shield. I didn't grab a Phillips, so I can't really take the RF shield off because I didn't think there were Phillips or RF shields inside here. But it takes about half up. Here is Paper Mario taking up the full cartridge. And just from like peeking in there to try and see what the heck's going on, it looks like potentially this has it has 2 extra chips inside of it. I can't see what they are without actually taking off, without going in front of Phillips' head and taking it off. But it definitely has 2 extra chips. So like the top, there's a chip here and a chip here that the 64 doesn't have. So it's definitely heavier because it has more chips inside.
Okay.
Don't know what they are though.
Yeah, it's interesting that like you could do that sort of thing with cartridges, like with CDs and the SD cartridges. You can't add additional processing power to the game itself. You're just pretty much stuck with the system.
Well, at that point, I mean, you're talking about the fact that it's that the majority of the heavy lifting on a modern system is done from the internal processor.
Mm-hmm.
Whereas when you have like a chip-based set, in a cartridge, you can supplement what your processor in the box has with processors in the actual cartridge. So,
Yeah.
A good example of that would be on the Atari 2600. Notably, anyone who's ever played an old Atari game knows that they sound like shit, and the built-in like sound is absolute garbage. But pop in Pitfall 2, and it's got a full soundtrack that plays. It doesn't even sound that bad. Yeah. That's because they were just like, we want this game to play music. Just put a fucking sound chip onto the cartridge, and that's what they did.
Guys, Matt, can you ding me? Time for the Reddit chips. It's time for the Reddit chip, boys. My wife sent me this one and said we should do this on the podcast, so I've read it and I'm excited. How do I, 33M, tell my girlfriend, 32F, I don't want to be a, quote, Disney couple?
Oh, no.
I've been...
I was gonna ask, are they like wanting... Does he want to make sure they're not going to like buy other smaller couples and like add them to their library?
Yeah, and then lock away access to them. Yeah.
Exactly. That's where I was going.
No. Here we go. I have been with my girlfriend for 7 years. A year into our relationship, we took what was our first big trip together to Disney World. It was an exciting trip, but at the time I didn't know it was the biggest mistake of my life. We've been back every year since. Our upcoming trip in April had to be canceled. While I was frankly relieved, my girlfriend has been devastated and won't stop talking about how we can move our plans to the fall. The thing is, I've come to hate Disney and despise my girlfriend because of her enthusiasm for it. She always gets us stupid matching couples shirts that are incredibly embarrassing to wear. She also buys a set of overpriced mini ears each trip and has posted a photo of her wearing them every year as if it makes her quirky or unique, and not like every other basic bitch in Orlando. She also gets a photo of us kissing in front of the castle every year, and that she always shares on social media, which is the lamest flex ever. She thinks that watching the fireworks over the castle is the definition of romance. I don't understand what's so romantic about that when there's some dipshit dad with his unremarkable kid on his shoulders blocking our view. My girlfriend knows I get annoyed by this, but holds my hand throughout anyway like it's some beautiful moment. She's obsessed with the princess dinners, which are for children. Every year we eat at this restaurant with Cinderella, who's always a smoke show. and, and every year we eat at this restaurant with Cinderella, who's always a smoke show. And she walks over to our table and asks if we're attending the ball. My girlfriend thinks this is all so fun and imaginative, but I don't see Cinderella. All I see is the hot blondes in college who never looked my way, living out a literal dream while I eat shitty steak tips and listen to screaming kids and pretend to somehow be entranced by all of this while throwing away thousands of dollars. The cherry on top is that I barely even get laid on these trips because every night she's so tired from the long day at the parks and we have to be up and at 'em for the next day. This past year, she's been more excited about riding the Millennium Falcon than riding me. Ugh, that's a terrible line. I love my girlfriend. Do you?
No. Sounds like you fucking hate her.
But I just can't take the Disney bullshit anymore. Going there every year when there's this whole world to see doesn't make us a cute couples. It makes us fucking weirdos. She's alluded to me proposing in front of the castle numerous times. I would quite frankly rather heave myself from the Tower of Terror than do that. I just don't know what to do. I don't even know how to approach it because she's such a fanatic about it that I know she would become extremely upset if I even suggested I don't like Disney as much as her. She thinks it's one of our defining things as a couple, and it would break her heart if I told her how much I resent it. I would have to put my foot down about this, but how should I go about it? Edit. Holy shit, I don't hate my girlfriend. I fucking hate Disney.
Nah.
Yeah,
I don't hate my girlfriend, just all of the things she likes.
Yeah. So my advice to this person would be
What were the
that you're never gonna convince her to not like Disney, so you got to end it. And my ulterior motive would be to get that poor woman away from this terrible man.
Yeah.
What was the age again? The ages?
32 and 31, I think.
Okay, here's what you do. If he wants to
I know
travel,
this woman.
she wants to go to Disney. So next year, go to Euro Disneyland. And then the year after that, go to Hong Kong Disneyland.
I feel like I completely understand this guy in a way because it's like, you know, you just imagine, like, I think people kind of pile on this guy, and he deserves some piling on because the way he's talking about his girlfriend of 7 years is a bit like, okay, like at 7 years, you should be used to this by now. But I mean, it sounds like probably, 11 months out of the year, normal relationship, and then just every year she goes crazy when they go to Disney once a year. And like, it's clearly he hates that part. And I would get that too. I really dislike adult Disney people that are like way into it. It's like, I'd like to go to Disney World again as an adult because it's fun. There's lots of cool rides and it's a cool park. But like the people that go every year and like are crazy. I know some people that have moved to Disney.
Yeah,
dude,
some people are just like oh yeah, didn't Disney, don't they have like condos or something you could buy?
Oh yeah. Mm-hmm. They have Celebration Village, their own town, Celebration, Florida.
Oh,
all right.
Like,
this is not the person I know.
The guy that I know moved there also works for Disney corporate now. So
that makes sense.
Goal. He didn't when they moved.
But if that was like a career goal, that makes, I don't know, that's a little bit more understanding than just I want to go.
He wanted to work for Disney, and now he works for Disney corporate. So yes, it definitely worked out for him. And I think that was probably his plan, was to go down there and freelance tech jobs until he finally got to interview for a Disney job there, and it worked out for him.
Something that you can do if you're in this man's situation is suggest going, but maybe spending some time apart. And then she does her Disney stuff, and you go to drinking around the world at Epcot. Yeah,
it just honestly sounds like that you don't have this one thing in common with your girlfriend, and if you can't handle her indulging her for this once a year, then maybe you can't be together. Because it's sympathy is like, seriously, you've been to Disney World 7 fucking times. If they've been together 7 years, that's a lot, and it's expensive.
A lot. Yeah.
Like that's your whole travel budget for the year, and it's just like, it's like she should probably just go work, there. I guess there's some comments here in Twitter just talking about people that work at Disney World, and you see a lot of people like this that are adults that are there a lot. And it's like, it's weird. It's like, like Michael Jackson, like created his own like Disney World in his like, Neverland Range.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna say there's a line between going to Disney World once a year and creating your own in your backyard.
I'd say there's a line, but there's definitely
the line is
you can connect
money.
the dots between those.
Yeah.
Because you would imagine if these people had the money, they would probably do stuff like that.
So I never have been to Disney World before, and I've always wanted to go, but I've always been too poor. So I definitely would be an adult that would like to go to Disney still, because I've just never gone and would love to go.
Yeah.
So that is clouding my judgment on this when I'm just like, you bastard, let her enjoy her Disney. Also,
you're complaining about the thing that I can't have.
Yeah, and his line about like she should be riding me. I'm just like, yeah, you're a fucking piece of garbage. So I have no. So I've lost sympathy for him, and therefore I don't know that I care to see his point.
Fair enough.
Yeah, I'll also say like if you're not willing to like try to talk her out of it, then if you keep going and if you're miserable, that's your fault. Like it's your responsibility to find a way to enjoy yourself there. And if you work, there's a ton of shit there. Like you can find something that's fun.
But she's a human being. Like you could definitely talk her out of this. You could say, I can't.
Yeah, just don't lead off with I fucking hate Disney so fucking much.
Yeah. And be like, I really want to go to other places. Can we go every other year and do a trip somewhere else every year? And something.
Oh, you know what they should do? They should say they should take a trip to Branson instead of Orlando and be like, yeah, we'll just like switch back and forth between Branson and Orlando. And Branson is so fucking terrible of a place that they'll never want to go on vacation again.
All right. I've been to Branson, so it's all right.
It's pretty fucking bad.
It's like Vegas without gambling.
It's Vegas without gambling with a lot more Jesus, and the traffic is somehow worse.
Yeah. All right, we got another one. So you talk about a bad boyfriend. Let's talk about a bad girlfriend. Am I the asshole?
Right?
Am I the asshole for throwing away my 33-year-old boyfriend's Lego toys?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, I'm aware of how stupid and ridiculous. I love this one.
Fucking expensive.
I love this one because of this is so gold that I mean it's probably real because it doesn't seem like it's crazy enough to be fake, but you'll see. This person's a real piece of work. Yes, I'm aware of how stupid and ridiculous this whole situation is, and I also like to think that they do not see the other person's side at all in this, which I love because it's like, how could you not empathize? I, 29F, have been with my boyfriend Tom for nearly 2 years. He works with computers. He has a normal life, normal social life, and a job until you get to the Lego figures. His house is normal, except for the fact that he has an entire room dedicated to Lego models and fake buildings. Lately, the subject of getting engaged has cropped up, but Tom wasn't keen on the idea. He said it's too soon. We have some trust issues due to a drunken mishap on my part a few months back. This is the past now, and not why I'm here. It's just for context, so please don't base your answers off that. Due to
I'm gonna base my answer off that.
Yeah. Don't use this context to inform your opinion.
Yes. I love this. This lady is the triple threat. Due to a lot of my stress in my life right now, and financial stress due to being unemployed, I decided that I should move to Tom's house. It's a 3-bed detached house with a nice garden. Tom's job is super well paying, so it shouldn't be a problem. When I asked him, he got all weird and said that there was no room. He has 3 bedrooms. So I argued this, and he said he's not ready and he needs the rooms for his Legos. Yeah, I know, right? He said he needed time to fully trust me and that he wasn't ready to rush things.
So I threw out his shit.
Just cheated on him 3 years ago, or 3 months ago. I told him he would never notice if half those Legos disappeared into thin air because he has hundreds. It's like a fucking parent. Like, you got so many Hot Wheels, I bet I could take away half of them and you'd never notice.
Yeah. I just love that she's like, well, he doesn't, he feels like it's too soon to propose, so I'll make him trust me and like me more by throwing his shit away.
He said I'm exaggerating, and he claims he knows every single piece he's ever bought. So I'll admit I was already feeling pretty hurt that he didn't want me moving in and didn't trust me. So I decided to put his claims to the test and see if he was just making excuses. He wasn't trusting me, so now I'm going to do something
I'm gonna
that he
test
didn't
him.
want me to do. I grabbed a trash bag while he showered and filled it with Legos from different rooms. I took them home and dumped them into the trash. The next morning, I got a call from Tom accusing me of stealing his Lego. I denied it at first because I panicked, but it turns out Tom's security camera caught me taking the bag to the car. I thought he would understand that I was hurt, but he is threatening to sue me for the losses that he claims amount to $6,000. There's no way in hell that any of the things I took are worth that, and I definitely can't pay that kind of money. It's fucking building blocks, for Christ's sakes. Tom said he can prove it and will be filing for the losses and has asked for his key back. So the relationship's over. Am I the asshole for this? I didn't think he would notice, and I thought he'd realize that he really didn't need them, and that maybe expose Lego as a cover-up for not wanting to progress a relationship. Now the relationship is over because of some dumb toys. Am I the asshole?
So a few months ago, we did an "Am I the asshole?" that was like, "Am I the asshole because I didn't take care of my sister's cat when I agreed to, and she asked me to because I think she spends too much time with the cat." Like basically, it was one of those things where this thing is very important to this person, and I said that I would not do anything bad, and then I did exactly what I said I wouldn't do, and now they're pissed off at me. It's like. I don't know if we could have a more cut and dry example of you're the fucking asshole.
Oh, we got more here. We got more here, guys.
Please
from this
Yeah, I want to
We
hear
got
like
comments.
what the comments were and stuff.
I just got some more comments here I want you to see. It's not my fault I'm unemployed. People were talking about this. I worked for a company called LuLaRoe, and it didn't work out as expected.
You got fired.
No. No, so the person clarifies, you mean you bought product from a company called LuLaRoe?
Yes.
Oh, is that
no,
MLM?
I started a small business selling leggings. It didn't work out. And then the person says, it was not a small business. It was, though. What is it? Was it called MLM? What does that stand for?
Multi-level
marketing.
Multi-level
It's a scam.
marketing is not a small business. Did you pay business taxes, etc.? Question mark. I went $22K into debt with LuLaRoe. That's why I'm in debt. So no taxes. I was a huge loss.
It's
that's not a business.
A pyramid scheme. It's a reverse funnel.
Yeah.
It's a Ponzi scheme.
Let's see if there's any other answers. If I'm a stuffed act, I can't. I'm in debt.
Dude, we should start an MLM. This looks fucking lucrative. like be at the top of a pyramid, just start a new pyramid.
Well, we
it could be
already
about
have an LLC.
podcasting.
Here we go. I denied it at first, and he dropped it for a couple days, and then contacted me to tell me that he has me on CCTV. Really? It took him a couple days to check his CCTV? Sure. I panicked and hid his phone. It's a long story, okay? Didn't mean for it to happen. This other person says, did Tom ever give you money to support your business? No, he didn't agree with the business model.
Because it wasn't a business.
Because it's a fucking MLM. Of course this is an MLM person. Oh my God, anyway.
Well, I mean, listen, if any woman who is saying these exact things, she's the prime target for MLM people. That's like the shooting fish in the barrel like population is those people. It's like someone was like, yeah, so if you were a girl and you went to our high school, your two career choices are nurse or Ponzi scheme.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
yeah.
I don't really. I guess it's like the allure is I want to be in charge, but I don't want to go through all of the difficulty of actually creating a business. So it's offering like a shortcut.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Oh yeah, it's the same kind of scams that have been going on forever. With these businesses. I'm trying to think. There's like a Nutrisystem. I think there's all sorts of stuff. Like Pampered Chef does one of them, but they're not really. Like this is more like the Tupperware party model. Where you just buy a bunch of stuff because you like it, and then you take it to people's friend's house and you do. I don't know. My parents bought Pampered Chef shit, but they weren't selling it. they had friends that would do that. And I mean, I don't know. It's just a weird thing. But like some of these are really predatory. Like LuLaRoe is a big one. That seems like really predatory.
If you're going like 2K, you shouldn't. Like the startup cost shouldn't be putting you 2K.
I thought it was 20K.
22K. Oh wow, yeah. That's
I watched a episode of King of the Hill because that's one of the things I've been watching. From I think this one showed in 2000, maybe 1999, where Peggy buys into a pyramid scheme. I can't remember what she was selling, but it was basically there was this scene where they were having like the whole company goes to this big ball, this big gala that they go to, and Peggy has Bill as who is selling them on the army base. And he goes to Peggy. He's like, I can sell 5,000. Peggy runs to the person she buys this shit from, and she's like, I can do 5,000. And then she's like, great, that sounds great. Go do it. And then as soon as Peggy leaves, Peggy's manager runs to another person. It's like, I can do 5,000. And it basically just runs all the way around the gala until it gets back to the dude that's actually making.
Yeah, they're scams, and this person's terrible. And also, she cheated on her boyfriend and threw his Legos away.
No, it was just a drunken misunderstanding, John. God, don't be so dramatic.
Yeah. I mean,
right,
like,
guys.
when I get really drunk, then, like, his best friend Todd looks exactly like him, and his dick's about the same size, so I didn't notice it when it was going inside of me.
Here we go, boys. One more final one.
Ding.
Boyfriend keeps trying to upgrade or improve me by calling me chubby.
That's not upgrading or improving. That's just being abusive.
I've F32 or 23 have been dating my boyfriend M27 for a year. I am 5'4" and 125 pounds, which is definitely on the lighter end of the spectrum.
Yeah.
That is pretty average.
Yeah.
Slowly, he keeps making more and more negative comments about my appearance. He made me a workout and eating plan and constantly asks me if I follow it. He basically wants me to go vegan. Oh boy. Honestly, I'm not into the vegan lifestyle and I don't eat horrible. When we order in yesterday, I got baked ziti and he looked at me and said, how could I be ordering this when we both agreed I need to lose weight? Every time I try and dump him over this, he tells me I don't understand where he is coming from. He told me I'm average and he wants me to stand out. So this guy's like a walking like anorexia creation device. Like,
yeah.
You look normal.
I feel like he read some pickup artist books and then got stuck on the nagging chapter.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That he noticed I have low self-esteem and he's trying to make me confident and be happy with myself. Every day he asks me if I did my workouts. He will send me other photos of other girls and say that if I follow what he says, I will look like that. He really pursued me and now I feel like he's killing my self-esteem. Why pursue someone so hard if you aren't attracted to them? He told me if I lose 15 pounds, I'd be perfect. 110 pounds. That is
I think he was doing the like business strategy of like buy the car that is everything you want, but it's got a bad paint job, and then you like do the paint job yourself. Except for he's trying to do that with a human person.
Yeah, you got to up the resale value on this human person.
Yeah,
that's so fucked because it's like
he sends me picture.
It's hey, you only exist as a reflection on me. Like you're my status symbol, so I need you to improve.
Yeah. He sends me pictures of women who have post-pregnancy bodies or not good bodies at all, and he tells me that they are like me and that they are chubby and not curvy. Or he will send me pictures of girls I don't consider pretty and say if I listen to him, I will look like that. I just need to lose weight. I tell him that I think I'm thinner than those girls, and he tells me that he has the better eyes. Honestly, at this point, I don't want to break up because I feel like no one will find me attractive. I feel like I want his approval. I've been wearing baggy clothes because I'm ashamed of my body. I used to like my body, but now I'm ashamed. Why is he dating me if I'm so unattractive? How do I gain my self-esteem back? Why pursue me? Question mark. This is just like 100% straight up gaslighting.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Yep.
this is the definition of just sending her photos and doing all this thing and saying, no, I'm doing it because I want you to be better.
All
know,
aboard
not,
the Gaslight Express.
Yeah, it is 100% terrible. I do like that like 90% of the posts of women on this subreddit are like, my boyfriend makes me feel terrible. And also he murdered my cat.
But I don't want
Should
to
I
break
give
up
him the
with him.
benefit of the doubt? Like
Yeah.
no. These people are terrible.
Well,
but
I mean, what it is, it's like, so society at large is like, oh, when a boy likes you, he's gonna punch you, he's gonna be evil to you, boys will be boys. So then, like, because we've got so much of that garbage in society for so long, girls are like, is this just what everyone was telling me about, or is this not normal?
Well, we do have an edit from this one. This is why I wanted to end with this one. Edit, I would like to thank everyone for the overwhelming response. I can't get back to everyone, but I appreciate each and every message. Honestly, I didn't realize my situation was that bad. Going to assume he had me under control. This was really reassuring, and I'm so happy I found this community and made this thread. I broke up with him over text message and explained to him how you talk and treat me is not how you're supposed to talk to anyone, let alone your girlfriend, who you're supposed to love. That I hope he changes for the next girl he dates because he's a miserable person and no one deserves his abuse. I blocked his number. I'm sure he might try and show up at my house, but I just felt like I need to end it as soon as possible. I think I'm going to take some time for myself since my self-esteem is still in the gutter, but thank you all, heart emoji. So, look at that. Thank you, Reddit. I mean, it's so 100% obvious, like...
Yeah, I mean, that's a good ending. So,
yeah.
So really quick, I don't know who gave me that sound clip, but that's specifically the Final Fantasy VIII victory theme.
Yep.
But I would like to mention that this is basically the Peloton ad.
Oh yeah.
Oh man.
The Peloton ad isn't that way though, because I think that people like to like make fun of that one for that, but I'm fairly certain that the start of the Peloton ad is he gets that for her for Christmas and she had asked for it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had wanted a Peloton because and that's the key. She wanted to do that. And so he got it for her. It's not, I want you to, you can be, I mean, honestly, that's a difficult thing. Like, how do you talk to your partner about their physical appearance if there's something you want them to change? It's just it's simple. You have to be caring. You have to be loving. You have to understand, that. And you have to just say, oh, I just want you to, you don't want to say you want them to look better. First off.
Yeah. It's different if it's just like, aesthetics versus like actual health concerns. Like if it's like, I think we should start working out together to get in better shape. Or
that
whatever.
is 100% the way it needs to be done. Is there's no way you can tell your girlfriend, wife, whatever, you need to work out more and look better and be healthier. And then, but I'm not going to do anything. No. You have to say we're going to do this together. You know what I mean? Because you're a couple. You're in it together. You don't push that on someone else, unless you're like a guy like you said who read a bunch of negging articles and started gaslighting his girlfriend and trying to make her thinner.
Yeah, and I think it has more to do with him seeing her just as like a representation of him. Like, oh, if my girlfriend is X amount of hotness, that reflects on me as a person, as I am a good person because I got a hot girlfriend or something.
Yeah.
This is what I was able to get.
Yeah.
That's not it.
Yeah.
It's literally like objectification. Look at my objects, you guys. Look how pretty it is.
Yeah. It is a real piece of shit. Anyway, get some masks if you're gonna go out shopping.
Yeah. Duct tape your face. Shower in aquarium cleaner.
Dump your boyfriend.
Dump your boyfriend. Delete Facebook. Hit the gym. Socially isolate. Cough on your grandma.
Boomer remover. Yeah.
Boomer remover.
Yeah, are people still saying that? Like, or is everybody?
Not so much, but
everybody's
sure
pretty much been like, oh shit. Never mind. I guess we should take this seriously.
I mean,
yeah,
you can still take it seriously and call it boomer remover because it still does disproportionately kill boomers.
Yeah.
Not a good thing.
And
Is
cancer
killing
patients. Fuck those guys,
Yeah.
right?
people. Right. Right.
There's one thing I always say. It's that I don't like a cancer patient. I say it all the time, right?
It is
Yeah,
true.
what have they done for society?
Oh, I don't like this anymore.
Yeah, I don't even want to joke about this because it's not even that I'm afraid it's going to get taken out of context. It's just that it feels gross.
Yeah, no,
feels bad.
I can get as far as standing in the doorway, but I can't step in.
So how about those AOC feet pics?
It's fine.
God,
I could show my feet
fucking
on
hate it.
camera.
Can I just
I
mention
want
that? Yeah.
I want equality. I want gender representation. I want to see Bernie's feet. Show me Bernie's feet pics.
Ooh, I bet there are some like pretty bad feet.
Yeah, some gnarly old man feet.
Wait, isn't there a wiki of celebrity feet?
Oh yeah. I think it was
Of course
just called
there is.
Wiki Feet or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Let's end the podcast before we get too deep into Wiki.
Let's get a Wiki Feet.
Also, I am 8 out of 10 episodes into Happy Season 2. Matt, you should finish Season 1 and watch Season 2.
I do. So
Really?
because of circumstances that are beyond my control, I only remember part of the first episode. So I'm
That's
gonna
why
have to do
rewatch
some
the first episode.
rewatching.
It's great. Wiki Feet. I'm gonna be on a list. I don't care.
But I do like who's the main guy in that thing. I like him.
Christopher Maloney. He's
Yeah.
the guy who played.
He was the chef on Wet Hot American Summer.
He was also one of the main detectives in Law & Order SVU.
That's it.
Should that be our new end music?
It could be.
I can't do it right now because I'd have to get it ready, but like I'm down for
Maybe
that.
you'll surprise us next week and we'll see.
Maybe.
Anyway, you can run the music now.
Okay. Yes, the music that we always have.
Ah, yes. All right.
So you can find me at matthegmusic.com,
thank you.
twitch.tv/matthegmusic.
I'm on the hell website, twitter.com, John_Danger.
I'm on Twitter. That's at mayhavemay84. Also find me on Twitch. I hope to start doing stuff again.
But borninthE80s.net. That's
What's
a
that?
website. BorninthE80s.net. You should go to that.
Born80s is the website. But
Yeah,
more
and
importantly,
I am.
YOLO420.com/borninthE80s. Come talk to us on Discord. I need people to talk to.
That's right.
And I am Spanky. You can find all of my best work at wikifeet.com/Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
She's on there. I know she is, but
Of course she is.
Bernie's not. I checked.
Oh,
Sad.
come on, internet! It's 2020. Get with the program.
I thought AOC actually like intentionally put her feet on here. But I don't know.
I don't understand foot fetishes. I think I understand adult baby fetish more than I understand foot fetish.
I'm sure
Well, it
there's
makes
a
way
spectrum.
more sense.
I'm sure there's a spectrum of foot fetish. Some that comes from like being dominated by the lowest part of someone's body. Some of it is just it's like a hand, but not.
Yeah, I guess like I've heard people talk about like a beautiful foot, and I'm like, all feet are just horrifying monstrosities to me.
I know mine is.
Especially
Mine
my own
definitely-
feet. Like I'm already getting old man feet. They're just a fucking horror show. I should put my feet on that website.
It's just like AOC. Let's see here. She's got 4 out of 5 nice feet. She's got 239 beautiful ratings, 138 nice ratings, 134 okay, 67 bad, and 106 ugly. Oop, there's some haters here. Shoe size 6.5.
John, before we go, can you do me a favor and see if Joe Exotic's on there?
Okay.
Noted corona
He's not.
sufferer Joe Exotic. This needs to be remedied. There's got to be feet pics of Joe Exotic out there.
Let me think of. Let me see what I can get here out of Joe. I could get you. Joey Lauren Adams.
I don't know who that is.
She was Chasing Amy. She's in that movie.
Are there any men on this site?
Yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Oh, okay.
Oh yeah.
So it's not just
Ted
like
Cruz. I need to see Ted Cruz's feet.
I don't think that they have that. I think it is mostly women, though. I will say. Ted. There is no Teds on here.
Oh no.
Are there any men? What's a hot man? Pitt?
Chris Hemsworth feet. Hemsworthfeet.com. Spanky
Chris?
register it.
No, there's no men on this. This is all women.
Oh.
Oh,
I guess, okay.
racist.
So I guess this is a fetish that specifically people who are interested in women have.
Want them Chrissy Teigen feet pics
I guess
right
like
here.
man feet are even grosser. Oh,
I mean,
what
my
about
feet look like a
Frodo?
disaster area.
Are there hobbits on there?
Yeah.
That's like the
No.
bear version of feet. It's just these giant hairy feet.
Now, I feel like having looked at this feet pic website, almost everyone has like 5 stars.
Yeah.
Seems
I
like
feel
they-
like you don't show up on that website if you're
Yeah.
below 5 stars.
5 out of 5 stars. You've shown me your feet.
All right, fuck it. Let's end
Let's
this.
see if Gal Gadot's feet are well
Well,
rated.
Imagine Gal Gadot's no, I think it's
She
Gadot.
has 5 stars, gorgeous feet.
Gal Gadot's feet. Imagine.
She also has size 9 too, so that's pretty big. Got big
Isn't
feet.
it actually pronounced Gal Gadot?
It's
I don't fucking know.
that's the closest. I mean, she's like Israeli, right? So there's like subtlety to the pronunciation that
Yeah.
I'm just never gonna pick up on. But it's not Gadot. I know that much.
I know
There's a
it's hard
lot
to
of
tell
Gal Gadot feet pics on here, but I will say she
Gal
has
Gadot?
2,477 beautiful feet ratings.
Dang, that's pretty good.
Does have some hot ass feet. I assume.
What about someone who has been in a Tarantino movie, like
Uma Thurman?
Uma Thurman?
Great feet.
Yeah.
Great feet, Uma Thurman.
Great,
Beautiful feet.
gotta be top feet.
Wonderful
yeah,
feet.
she's 4.2. She does have size 11 feet. She has very big feet.
Heck yeah.
So
I
Tarantino's
think
more
she's
of like a
pretty tall.
size man.
Yeah. What was her name? Who's the actress that was in whose bare feet? Margot Robbie's feet were in that movie. Let's see
Still
here.
streaming?
Margot Robbie's got 5
Yeah, we're still
stars,
streaming, TJ.
gorgeous feet, 4,441 gorgeous feet ratings.
Dang.
I mean, yeah. Her feet were heavily featured in Once Upon a Time in what was it? Hollywood. Wiki feet.
Wikifeet.com. Check it out.
Mm-hmm.